Times are coming when you're gonna have to be self-sufficient. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. So in this video we're gonna talk about self-sufficiency, show you some stuff, update stuff that I've been doing around here, showing you guys that yes, I am out here doing the things. I am building more raised beds, I am growing stuff, we are getting plans in place to get chickens and ducks in here. We gotta do it, man, people. I mean, seriously, grow everywhere. And we'll be talking about a bunch of different things, so stay tuned for the whole video. I'm excited about it. I think this is cool. I love gardening, working with my hands. That's why my hands are all dirty. Because I should wear gloves more often maybe. But it feels good, and it's enjoyable, and I highly recommend you do it, so stay tuned. Speaking of building new raised beds, check this one out. Pretty cool end cap. That is the newest raised bed. I know it's similar to the one we did in the last video about what we're doing around here, but it is a different one. One thing, as you can tell, is like here and here and here. I didn't have enough of these cores to make a raised bed, but I had these three pieces. So I put them in the middle, and then what I did here, as you can see right there, I cross braced them on the seams and then tied them together up and down with these cross bracers. Filled it all with cardboard like we did the other raised bed, put a bunch of compostable material in there. Then a bunch of that dirt and stuff like that is chicken manure and stuff from my neighbor's lower field where he throws his chicken stuff. And then we're just throwing a bunch of organic material in there, and pretty soon we will start adding dirt to it and compost mix. End cap's cool. So this, my wife claimed, because it's just off of our porch next to where we grow our other herbs right here, she claimed this as a herb bed. So this will be an herb raised bed. But that is the latest addition to what we're doing around here. What else do we do today? Those containers that used to be there are now empty, and there's the potatoes we got out of them. We just let them sit, and this is, middle of January, so some of them were soft, no big deal. We threw them in the compost pile, but we got some red potatoes out of them, and the used containers are just stacked over there. I think I might use them again this year, maybe for some herbs or something like that. But yeah, we did that, and then the dirt from those containers, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 containers. The dirt from those containers went into raised beds to top them off. This is our Jerusalem artichoke raised bed. So it topped that off nice and neat, which you got to do because it settles. It's all very important stuff, people. I hope that you're getting encouraged to do this stuff yourself. We got to grow food, raise animals, grow lots and lots and lots of food. I also started throwing some of the mixture, the leftover soil, into this bed so we can start topping it off. So that'll be the next one to get topped off. But we'll go over here and we'll talk about these raised beds. We topped these raised beds off. Look at that awesome soil. Yes, this is my largest bed. Or no. The one over there with that I just showed you with the beets in it that had corn in it last year, that's the largest bed. But these are two good beds that I topped off with that soil from the containers. So yes, you got to do that. Actually, we don't have to. You guys know what I mean. You can just let them go down and just keep using them, and then eventually fill them. But there's a bunch of sawdust from sawing up the logs for that raised bed. From my chainsaw. I'll just leave it in there because we're going to top this bed off with soil. I already showed you guys this one in the last video, that we're just throwing a bunch of organic material in, and we're going to add another height to it, another board to make it taller, and then add a bunch more soil to that. But I don't know if we did anything over here since I've showed you guys last. This is the one on the last video, the construction of it. But we're throwing organic material, rotten blueberries, diced up stuff that was going bad. And pretty soon we will start adding soil to this bed. And I almost forgot. Please subscribe, hit the like button, comment below, share the videos, ring the notification bell for all. Please help with the algorithm. We're approaching 25,000 subscribers. That's a cool benchmark. I really appreciate all your support. Please help us. Another part of what's awesome about this lifestyle, getting out here and working hard, is fitness. Fitness is key. I talk about that all the time. A lot of people talk about that all the time. If you're not fit, you're not going to be able to do the things. And functional fitness, out here pushing the wheelbarrow around, digging dirt, hauling wheelbarrow loads of stuff from, chicken manure from my neighbor's lower field. We got sniper practice going on in the background against the aluminum can zombies. Yeah, this is, the Asymmetrical Preparedness Tactical Training Center Homestead. Seriously, out just moving around, getting yourself dirty. And little one is here to support also. She's making sure that we get all the worms when we pull up containers, the worms from underneath, and putting them in the raised beds. So she talks to them, she gets them to meet each other, say hi to each other, and then decides which raised bed they're going to go into. We got lots of worms here. Worms are really good for the soil. But physical fitness, it may not seem like a workout, but I'll tell you what, you do this kind of stuff, you live this kind of lifestyle, and at the end of the day, you will sleep well, trust me. And sometimes, yeah, I'm really winded, sweating my butt off, taking layers off. Definitely got my layers back on right now because we're wrapping stuff up for the day. But yeah, stay tuned for more stuff that we're talking about around here. So, talking about what we still have to do to bring the current garden up to speed for this coming growing season. This raised bed needs to be topped off, as you can see, and this is just, organic material that's left in there. We will top that off. This raised bed, I don't think I'm gonna do anything to it. All the potatoes are still in there. You can see some of them. I do need to throw some topsoil on there just to cover the potatoes better, and or harvest them, get them out of there. I was thinking about just leaving them though, and letting them do their thing. But over here, this used to be a hole. We're filling it in with organic material. I need to throw some dirt on there because it keeps sinking. Throw a bunch of dirt on there and then probably just make that a big potato mound. Not really sure. There's a bunch of potatoes in there already, so they're probably just going to grow randomly anyway. Volunteer. It'd be really cool if some of those oranges and lemons grew into trees. That would be sweet, but yeah, that's another thing we got to do. Got to top off this raised bed also. You can see it sank down quite a bit. Top that off with some good topsoil. Yeah, I was thinking about leaving this one alone, but yeah, I think I really should top that off, as well as this one. This was our free garden bed that our neighbors revamped their garden bed, so they gave it to us. They figured we'd get a couple more years use out of it, and I think it's it's holding up pretty well. We may just kind of build an external structure around the outside of it again when it needs it. Kind of build a raised bed around a raised bed, and just let this material and all the wood just kind of compost down and become part of it. But you can see where, yeah, critters get in here and mess with stuff. So it's mainly just because we put organic material out here, fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. Once I get it all covered in topsoil and topped off, shouldn't have any problem with the animals out here. Probably going to harvest these red potatoes and use the dirt. That was kind of a haphazard thing. Cut a trash can in half, use the bottom, poke holes in it, use the top, and just fill it full of dirt. Because we were trying to plant everywhere we could. And we're going to continue to do so. Plant everywhere you can. Very important. And then over here, this raised bed where you saw the just harvested red potatoes, we will top that off also. So those are the things that are current on my mind, as well as filling the 2 new raised beds that we need to do to get what we have in place up to speed for this year. This raised bed I'm not going to worry about topping off because it's got a lot of good garlic in it and a lot of onions. I'm just going to let them do their thing, probably plant some more onions in there when it comes planting time. Yeah, once we get this stuff squared away, we're really looking to add, gosh, I would like to add at least 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 500 more raised beds. Yeah, so I just encourage you guys to do the things. I don't know, I hope you're not tired of hearing this. We gotta grow food. We gotta raise animals. Another thing is, now I got this nice big open space here, which I kind of like having the open space, but I think I'm gonna put a raised bed in probably like right about there-ish. Take up that space a little bit more. More talking about what we need to do around here and what our goals are. This strip along here in between the wood chips and the blackberries, that I want to do something. Either, I think what I want to do is put in a really long raised bed. Have it about maybe 3 foot wide, not a 4 foot wide, so that it's not as wide, because we won't be able to access the backside of it because of the blackberries. But if I put in a 3 foot wide bed all the way along there, well, probably to about right here, because right in this area here is where stairs are going to go down to our lower field. So from here all that way down to about here, that would be a good, really good location. It wouldn't really get morning sun, but it would get full afternoon and evening sun. So it would get pretty decent sun. So I think that's where I'm going to go with that. And what we might do there is we might do Jerusalem artichokes or potato beds or maybe even raspberries. Thought about maybe some raspberries all along there. That would be really awesome. We'll just have to keep the blackberries cut off of the back side of it to maintain that. But that's another thing that we're looking at doing around here. This is more material that you can add to your raised beds also for organic material. Your charcoal from your summer fire pit, as well as, you know, leftover rotten sticks and stuff like that. Throw those in the bottom of new raised beds, as well as all the other organic material. I am the composting Nazi, so I'm the composting police. When I see compostable stuff in the trash, I'm like, no, yank it out. I got somewhere to put it. I got either compost bins and or raised beds to throw stuff in, because all that stuff can be used. All that stuff adds nutrients to the soil, which enables us to grow really yummy fruits and vegetables. So definitely compost. Okay, so showing you guys a bunch of stuff that we're doing around here. We're always adding more. And I'm not going to do a video on every single time I do something, because that would get redundant. It's like you already saw me build one raised bed. I'm definitely not going to video me building every single raised bed. Although, if I do build raised beds out of different materials and different styles, I definitely will show you guys that, so that you can get the gist of how to build different raised beds and learn along with me, because it's a constant process. I'm learning all the time how to use different materials. I try to use materials I have laying around. That's why you see my raised beds are made out of old 4x4s. We got logs from the woods. We got cores. We got some lumber that we bought. We got pallet beds. We got beds out of everything. We have donated beds like the one I'm sitting on right here from my neighbor. Yeah, doing the things. Feels good. And getting excited about growing season. I know it's only middle of January right now, but yeah, really looking forward to growing lots and lots and lots of food for myself, my family, and my tribe. And yeah, we'll probably have tribe canning days or something like that, where we get together and can all the excess, and then, you know, have people take some home for their food storage and for their pantries. I hope this encourages you guys, seriously. I can't even stress how important it is to grow everything you can, raise everything you can. We got to work towards self-sufficiency. It's vital. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Blessings to you and yours.